My name is Jason Hansen. I am the Chief Creative Officer here at History Colorado. I'm interested in all history. I don't think there are historians out there who aren't, because for one reason, it crosses over so much. The things I learn about, say, the Ottoman Empire, I can see how they're relevant to some of the things I'm thinking about in Colorado sometimes. So you never know how it's going to connect, but you see it because history, a lot of times, is really a great way to study human nature. And I did look back at some of the newspaper headlines and stories that were written at the time. We have a terrific library and archive here, and so I asked some of our librarians to pull up some of the newspapers and read through those to see how they were reporting it as it happened. And then I read the story that came out in Colorado Heritage, and I feel like that's really one of the better pieces I've seen about the disaster. And so, insofar as did I go to the archives and really launch my own quest into Hastings? No. But I was above average interested in it. How do I feel about the robber barons of the 19th century putting their workers' lives in peril to make a quick buck? Well, when you put it that way, I don't think I could feel that good about them. We call them robber barons. It's not meant to be a nice term. It's a pejorative term. We're not meant to feel good about these people, and people were figuring things out about the capitalist system that hadn't been foreseen up till that point, and they were sort of pushing it to its logical conclusions in ways that society realized weren't constructive. This is a moment when the pendulum swung so far, the robber barons swung it so far one way that it shone a light, it illuminated a lot of the problems with pure capitalism. And so we have ever since then really thought carefully about where that pendulum should sit. You know, Hastings was one of a series of deadly mine accidents in Colorado and around the country. Certainly aroused people's attention. Public opinion was stirred to better worker protections. In 1913, there had actually been a new law passed that was intended to regulate coal mines more strictly and provide more safety measures for workers that didn't prevent the Hastings mine disaster. Their death benefits were $2,500 for the families of citizens, $800 for non-citizens, and a $75 burial fee if you were a single man. There weren't the protections in place. There weren't things like life insurance for these people. That said, it's the same argument that we make today about, let's say, migrant laborers. I think that when Governor Hickenlooper declared April 27th Hastings Mine Day, I think it's always good to remember the events of the past that got us here, the best things and the worst things, because they are these stories that I've talked about. They're what we draw on when we're trying to figure out where we're at right now and where we want to go from here.